Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Wild card weekend, over-unders to bet. Let's get this money, and I want to say something real quick. This is the most critical over-under video of this year. I'm feeling really good about it. Let's get to the first game. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. Over, under 43. I'm going over the 43. I think the 49ers can get to the 30s here. I've been saying all year, and I'll say it again, the Seahawks defense is fugazi, especially in their front seven. Jordan Brooks isn't going to be playing. 49ers got a top 5 offensive line. Shanahan has a great scheme. I just don't see how the Seahawks stop them consistently. And I do worry about Brock Purdy. That's why it's not a money pick. That's why I'm hunting off other meat in this list. But you look at the Seahawks offense, they just haven't been good the last 5 weeks. And it's not even me complaining about Geno Smith. I think Geno's played well this year. Lockett is banged up. It looks like he'll play. And they need Lockett magic. I've been saying all year, Lockett is more important than DK Metcalf. Even with that being said, you have to block San Fran's front four, and I'm not sure the Seahawks can do it. I'm just out on that. I'm going over. I think the Seahawks will put up some sort of fight, but not a whole lot. Give me the over 43. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Jacksonville Jags. Over, under 47. Money, money, money. Morning. This reminds me of an over we had as a money pick earlier in the year when the Cowboys went to the Jags. Now listen, this Chargers offense has been a little bit of a disappointment this whole year. It was really disappointing seeing Brandon Staley play Mike Williams in that meaningless game, and he didn't practice on Tuesday. That stuff is worrisome, but you want to know what also worries me? This Jags secondary. They gave up damn near 400 passing yards to Matt Ryan. I think Herbert has a big game. I think Herbert moves the ball, and I wouldn't be surprised if Eckler has a good day on the ground. Chargers are getting healthy on the offensive line on the other side of the football. We got a Chargers defense. They've been better against the run the last 6-7 weeks, but I think NTN can get going. But let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. He's been absolutely phenomenal these last 8 weeks. The Titans game was pretty bad, but let's give him a pass. And I love what Peterson cooks up on offense, and we know the Chargers, I actually see them in man-to-man more than people write about, and that's what Peterson's offense cooks up. I think this goes over, and I think we need to remember that this is probably going to be a one-score game. I really like the Chargers this game, but I'm under no illusions. I'm under no doubts. This is going to be a one-score game. It's going down to the fourth quarter. It's going to be the game of the weekend. Those games normally push over. Give me the over 47. Make it a damn money pick. Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Over, under, 44.5, under. Listen, I gotta tell you what, for ladies and gentlemen who've been watching a long time, you guys probably know my reaction. When I saw Mike Glennon might play in this game, I have to go under. Listen, we have to analyze it this way. If Tua plays, obviously it's going to go over. Obviously the Dolphins are going to be able to cook a little bit against the Bills secondary. I'm just not liking the situation for Miami. I feel like they're at the end of the run. I don't feel like they're risk to. I feel like the Bills defense will come out with a better performance because they've been absolutely trashed the last 6 weeks. No one really wants to talk about it. And listen, every time the Bills offense has a chance to put their foot on someone's neck and stomp them, they just don't take advantage of it. That's a big reason why I'm going under the 44.5. Next game, we got the New York Giants at the Minnesota Vikings. Over under 48. Money, money, money. Money. I'm going over. I love this over. This Vikings defense is absolutely garbage, man. Absolute garbage. And we saw last time these teams played. Giants can move the ball consistently. Giants can move the ball consistently against good defenses because they get great coaching. On the other side of the ball, I think this Giants secondary is really bad, man. And they play man-to-man like 88% of the time, I read the other day. And they can't cover anyone. And when Justin Jefferson's looking you in the eye, it's hard to play man-to-man against him. And the Vikings have other options like Thielen, Osborne, Cook, who can really get open. I'm just worried about the Giants' defense in this game. And I talked about Dable, and Dable's been phenomenal this year. But we have to give Kevin O'Connell a lot of credit. I think he has a good game coaching. I think he protects Kirk Cousins. I understand the Giants blitz a lot, and Kirk can turn into a deer in headlights. But I think both teams get to the high 20s. Like I see a 27-24 type game. Give me the Vikings, Giants over 48. Make it a damn money pick. Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. Over, under 43.5. Money, money, money. Borderline money pick. Let me just walk you through what I'm thinking. I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to play. He hasn't looked good in practice according to reports. The knee just hasn't healed right. And when you're looking at Anthony Brown or Huntley, at most you're going to get 17 points, right? I think since Lamar's got hurt, they haven't crossed the 17-point threshold. This Bengals defense is well coached, and they play with heart. So we got to give the Bengals defense credit here. I don't see the Ravens getting over 13, 14 points in this game. On the other side of the ball, man, the Ravens made a lot of changes early in the year on defense, and they were absolutely garbage. But we have to give them the respect they deserve. When they added Roquan, this defense just changed. The secondary's playing really good. And one thing I said on the video yesterday, I'm not taking shots at Joe Burrow, but I think the defense to play against him is too high man-to-man, and that's what the Ravens play an awful lot of. And if you look at his last 3 or 4 matchups with the Ravens, they've handled him good. They handled him good in the first meeting. Bengals were honestly really lucky to win that game. I'm going under the 43.5, making a money pick. Next game, Monday Night Football. We got the Dallas Cowboys, them boys, at the Tampa Bay Bucs. Over, under 45.5. I'm going under. This one is really, really tough because you have a Cowboys defense with immense talent, but they're poorly coached, and I can't explain what's went on the last 5 or 6 weeks with them, but I have to think their defensive line has a field day against the Buccaneers' offensive line. And when we look at the Buccaneers, I've seen some progress. I've seen some more verb in their offense, but there's only so much you can do when you need to get the ball out in 2.5 seconds. There's just not a lot you can do against a lockdown man-to-man secondary like the Cowboys have. On the other side of the ball, a big reason why I'm going under is Dak Prescott is in the process of choking. He really is. Is there any other word for it? Like, listen, I get it. The Commanders game could be a letdown game. Everyone is due for a bad game. But ever since he came back against Detroit, he's been sloppy with the ball. He looks like he's pressing. He hooks on the one option. And if CD Lamb doesn't pull something amazing, there just isn't a whole lot to offer in the pass game. And say what you will about Todd Bowles. He's been terrible this year. Mike McCarthy looks like he's melting down as well. But one thing we can believe in with the Todd Bowles defense is their run fits will be sound. And as the Commanders showed last week, If you stop the Cowboys' run game, you're going to stop their offense, and Dak's going to start perspirating, and then that ball's going to go up 50-50, 70-30 in favor of the defense, and you're going to get 2 or 3 turnovers. I think the Buccaneers are the story of this game, and everyone's writing in stone about Brady being the story of this game. I think he makes a few big plays, but this is more about the Bucs defense. This is more about Dak Prescott melting down when the national audience is watching. Very, very Cowboys-like. I'm going under the 45.5. Let's get this money. Wild card weekend. I hope everyone has a great wild card weekend. It's a great day of football. My game I'm ready to watch the most is Chargers and Jags. Hit the like button, share the video. Everyone be good.